everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Shop Adventure, my weekly excursion where I leave the homestead here at Athletic Geek HQ in search of a bounty of comics, graphic novels, collectibles, action figures, and all things in between. But first things first, time to talk about what stood out from last week's pull list. It was the shortest bounty that I've ever had since I started doing the Comic Shop Adventure, and to be honest, it's one of the most uneventful. The Justice League book was good, kind of putting a conclusion to the Hulk World storyline, and had a really good moment for Martian Manhunter. I really enjoyed that, but the other three books were just kind of average. The Avengers was okay. It's kind of a one-shot story. The Batman Constantine, which I thought I was really going to enjoy. It was the regular Batman proper title with, I guess, Prince from Constantine. I thought I was really going to enjoy it, and just kind of underwhelmed. I probably had too much hype set up in my head for two of my favorite characters being together like that, so it probably... that might have been on me. And Guardians just was incredibly underwhelming to me. I should have listened to the... Should have listened to the viewers and said that it really wasn't a good comic book, so maybe I won't doubt you again. But I had to find out for myself, and it will not be a regular part of my pull list, I can assure you of that. Just did not do it for me at all. I wished I had more positivity. I wish there was more to talk about, but Justice League was very good. Very good conclusion to a good story. One had too lofty of expectations for me to really get into, and the other one was average, and one was just not a good first impression. So hopefully this bounty will bring a little bit more positivity and a little bit more excitement, and I know it's going to be a whole heck of a lot bigger. So see when I get back. Hey everyone, I am back here at the homestead here at Athletic Geek HQ. Got a significantly larger bounty compared to last week, but that's also not very hard, so let's get right to it. The Lone Marvel Book of the Week. Dead Man Logan, number 3 of 12. I've enjoyed the first two parts. They've been decent. Maybe not quite as good as the momentum that had previously been built up under the Old Man Logan title, but still an interesting story, and still, with this pretty much being... I thought that was going to be the conclusion to the story, but with this one extra chapter, still very interested to see how this book that I've enjoyed for, much of the last 2-3 years, very interested to see how it all finishes up and turns out. So, Dead Man Logan number 3. We go from one series that I'm really behind to one that I'm not feeling so much. Heroes in Crisis number 5 of 9. At first, I thought it was going to be okay, but in the last couple issues, I just haven't been digging Heroes in Crisis as much. Just feel like it kind of flies in the face of what made the DC Rebirth just fun and good to me. They've just... the last couple issues just... I don't know, they just weren't really doing it for me, but I'm still buying it, and I'm going to see it out until the end unless they do something just immensely awful. So, joke's on me, I guess. Heroes in Crisis number 5. Next book here in the bounty is The Flash, number 63. The most underrated but most consistent comic in my pull list. Always a good read, always one that I really, really get into. It doesn't always make it to, the most standout book of the week, but always consistently very good. And I know when I have The Flash in my bounty that week, I know there's at least going to be something that I'm going to really enjoy and really be able to kind of sink my teeth into. So, Flash number 63, and I guess I'm in luck because I get 2 doses of The Flash this week. You can get The Flash Annual number 2. Usually annuals are just kind of a one-shot, but this still should be a fun read because I've always really enjoyed the Flash book, and it's guest starring Impulse, as it says right there. So, we'll see how that plays into this story, and I'm not going to complain about a double dose of The Flash. Flash Annual number 2. And from there, it is time for Superman Action Comics number 1007. New story arc, Leviathan Rising, is starting within the Superman books, and we'll see how many extras I have to buy to keep up with it. I may not be able to keep up with the story as much, but it says the most dangerous secret in the DC universe, so I'm intrigued to see what that is, to see if that's something that is worth getting into and well written, or if it's just another ploy like all things have kind of been here in recent comics history. But we'll see what happens with the next chapter in the Bendis saga of Superman. Next up is the Terrifics number 12 with the it says Meet the Dreadfuls. So I don't know if they're meeting alternative universe selves with the Terrifics, or if they're turning evil, or what's going on. But this has always been a really fun book, and I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens next, especially with a cool little teaser like this on the cover. Terrifics number 12, and this book doesn't get the love that it deserves. And I feel like that's a shame, but, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully enough people are buying it that I can keep getting my Terrifics dose, because it's a really good book. From there, we go to Detective Comics number 997. And it says Mystery and Miracles, so I'm wondering if I'm assuming we're going to have a little crossover with Mr. Miracle, or a guest appearance, and hopefully it ends up better with, if that's the case, I hope it ends up better than what the guest appearance of John Constantine led to during Batman last week, or on last week's Bounty. Peter Tomasi's really stepped up Detective Comics game to where it's, like I've said in previous adventures, it has become it's become my favorite Batman book, even more than Batman proper. And that's not me trying to slight the Batman proper title. It's just a testament to how good of a writer Peter Tomasi is. And, you know, again, doesn't always get the love that he deserves, and that's a shame, but he's probably one of the best writers out there that's always done a damn fine job, and he's doing a damn fine job on Detective Comics right now as we count down to 1,000 issues of Detective Comics. Detective 997. And finally, the last of the pull list portion is Justice League Annual number 1 by Scott Snyder. And don't really know what the story is here. We see Batman shooting laser beams out of his eyes, and Superman, and, you know, I don't know what's happening. It's usually a one-shot. It might build, I don't know. I haven't read a synopsis for this yet, but we'll see if it's a fun little one-shot, or if it's the beginning of the next chapter in the Justice League, the Scott Snyder Justice League pantheon of stories. But I'm excited to read this one because I enjoy Scott Snyder Justice League. So, Annual number 1. And finally, to complete the bounty this week, I got a fun little Silver Age book from Batman Detective Comics number 278. And it's funny, I got this book, as you might be able to see on there, it's Robin saying, "Steve, don't, Batman and I are your friends." And, you know, "It's too late, Rob." Batman saying, "It's too late, Robin. He's already gone berserk." And I just remember picking this up, and I was on the adventure with JC of the Deluxe Asterix. You know him from various videos here on the channel. Go check out his page at facebook.com/the Deluxe Asterix. And we just kind of kept laughing about Batman's greatest foe, Steve, and, you know, little jokes and quips about, you know, did Steve and Batman had a falling out? Oh no, how's Batman going to stop Steve? And I don't know if I want to get out and read it, because I don't like pulling out these old books like this, but I'm intrigued at the fact that they're literally fighting a guy named Steve. So we'll see what happens with this. I might end up buying it digitally just to preserve this book as best as I can, as I like to do with all my Silver and Bronze Age books. Just found it and got a laugh out of it, and was able to get a good price on it. So we will see sometime in the future whether Batman was able to contend with his new arch nemesis, Steve. And that is pretty much it for the bounty this week. Let me know what you picked up at your local comic shop in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe to check out more content similar to this one. Not just from the world of comic books, but from the world of gaming, pro wrestling, and all things geek culture. For more content, please go like the Facebook page at facebook.com/athleticgeek89. Be on the lookout every Thursday for my collection comic of the week that is exclusive to my Facebook page. But I'm out. Y'all be cool. Later.